It's been a sizzling start for Aminu Mohammed and his Georgetown career, coming off his first double-double in the first win of the year for the Hoyas. He and Georgetown ready to tip off now. College Hoops is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. A perfect night in our nation's capital, the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and Capital One Arena for the Georgetown Hoyas and the Siena Saints. Welcome inside Capital One Arena. I'm George Wallace along with Tyreek Turner. And Tyreek, the Hoyas coming off win number 1. Siena's been blown out 3 times. What do we look for tonight?
Well, Georgetown, they're looking to pick up the pace from their last game versus American, where they defended the three well, got out and pushed the ball in transition and played the way Pat Ewing wants them to play. Siena badly in need of a win. It's a tale of 2 teams, 2 different styles. We'll see which one comes out.
Our starting lineup sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. For the Georgetown Hoyas, Caden Rice, Donald Carey, the senior, Aminu Mohammed, the freshman we talked about, Dante Harris, the returning scoring leader from a year ago, and Timothy Igwefe, after missing the first game, came back nicely in game number 2. For Siena, Anthony Gaines, Nick Hopkins, Colby Rogers, Michael Baer, and Jackson Stormo. We are ready to go. Glad you're along with us. Georgetown and Siena. We got for the Hoyas, Igwefe and Stormo, and we are underway. Georgetown controls first.
Siena primarily starts out man-to-man, and they're going to try to protect the paint by getting good pressure on the perimeter.
Caden Rice missed the first shot of the game. Fight for it underneath. Igwefe in there, and loose ball out of bounds.
It'll be interesting to see if Georgetown can use their length and size early to get some points in the paint, as opposed to just being a 3-point dependent team early on. They want to have some balance offensively.
Jackson Stormo for Siena. Anthony Gaines. Michael Baer. Anthony Gaines turns it over into the hands of the Hoyas, looking to push. Aminu Mohammed in for the layup in the first 2 points of the game, and the Hoyas lead.
Well, you love Mohammed's ability to use his feet and his quickness as an on-the-ball defender, using his defense to get them out in transition.
Nick Hopkins getting the start tonight, as Aiden Carpenter tweaked his groin the other night and forced him to miss tonight's game, or at least not start. Second chance, not good for Siena, into the hands of Caden Rice and the Hoyas.
Nice contest by the big man Igwefe, using his length at the rim.
Dante Harris will attack. Nice to Igwefe. Good ball movement by the Hoyas. Rice will try a 3 at the top of the key and hit a quick 5-0 lead for the Hoyas.
Excellent ball movement, shifting the defense, making the extra pass, allowed a wide open 3, and Georgetown off to a good start with 2 nice field goals early.
And Patrick Ewing, a young team this year, said he knows he has to have some patience. 5th season here at Georgetown with a 62-59 record, coming off that first loss of the year to Dartmouth, but then rebounded nicely in the win over American the other day to get the first of the year. Officials, by the way, tonight, Pat Driscoll, Nathan Farrell, and Ed Corliss. As Siena controls now, down 5-0 to start this game. Nick Hopkins working on Harris. Patience by Siena. Now Hopkins will try a 3. No good. Rebound. Caden Rice for the Hoyas.
It's 1 and done, and just good solid defense in the half court by the Hoyas. And nobody crashing the offensive glass for the Saints.
Carey will try the step back 3. No. Loose ball out of bounds. It'll be Siena basketball right in front of the Saints bench, as head coach Carmen Mazzarello, in his 3rd season as head coach, had some pretty good success. 22-8 in their last 30, but have lost 5 straight dating back to last year. So it's taken them a little bit of time to kind of get their feeling this year in the first 3 games of the year.
It's a new team, 10 newcomers, 6 transfers. Certainly a lot of adjustment when you first new group like that.
First points by Anthony Gaines for Siena, and the Saints on the scoreboard, trailing 5-2. 2.5 minutes into this game here at Capital One Arena.
Gaines, one of their more experienced players, a grad transfer from Northwestern, and he's a guy that they really depend on his leadership.
Harris will try a three and hit it. Dante Harris.
They need him to be aggressive. The point guard, the sophomore, that had a breakout season last year, steps right into that shot with confidence.
Nice defense underneath by the Hoyas, and now Rogers will try a three. Short on it. Carey with the rebound for Georgetown, looking to extend a 6-point lead.
Georgetown trying to push tempo. They're looking for early offense, but they also want to be disciplined when they get the ball in the half court and play inside out.
Muhammad in the paint. Doesn't go. Nice box out underneath by Jackson Stormo, and is going to draw the foul.
Dante Harris, the sophomore, came on the scene big last year. Big East tournament and trying to pick up where he left off. Talked to Coach Ewan about his development. He said they want him to continue to play with a chip on his shoulder, not get comfortable with his success, and keep pushing. They expect a lot of big things from this sophomore in his year as a leader in general of this Georgetown team.
Nice defense underneath. Speaking of Harris, and is it a situation where Harris coming in knowing that he is the returning leading scorer, do you worry about him trying to do too much?
No, I mean, it depends on who you're dealing with. Harris is a guy who is he's all about team. He's very knowledgeable about the role as a point guard and getting his teammates involved and being the coach on the floor. I think he actually can be a little bit more aggressive and look for his shot a little bit more, and that could help his team because they're still looking for some offense.
Three to shoot. Gaines will stop and pop short on the three. Rebound underneath by Bear, but I don't know if it hit the front of the rim. I think they'll look at it. Have a conversation.
Nice job by the Hoyas in the half court, staying in front of the ball, not getting beat with dribble penetration. And Muhammad has been excellent with this on-the-ball defense, using that length and size at 6'5".
They are going to reset it. Patrick Ewing putting his hands up, telling his team to grab the ball. Loose ball underneath. So 17 now on the shot clock as Nick Hopkins controls for Siena. Gets a screen out high, tries to go behind the back. Picks it up, Gaines. Now to Bear. Gonna go baseline. Nice help side defense by the Hoyas. Good half-court defense by Georgetown. Again, three to shoot. Gaines penetrate, pull-up jumper, no good. That didn't hit the rim that time. Another good defensive stand by the Hoyas.
Yeah, there's three times we've seen Muhammad very solid in the half-court defense, triggering Hoyas to get out to an early lead.
Sunday on Fox, the Packers take on the Vikings. Then, in America's Game of the Week, Dak and Zeke lead the Cowboys against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Try to play. Fox is football.
It's a huge day of football. Sunday on Fox. Check for the game in your area. And Doug.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance, so they only pay for what they need. Did it work? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters December 17th.
When you hear cough, cough, sneeze, sneeze, it's time for plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Relief. Dissolves quickly, instantly ready to start working. So you can bounce back fast with Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Keep going. Oh, here comes the interception. Oh!
Sean?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
If it's that will leave a mark season, it's Walgreens season.
Can you ever get enough of every big game, every big team? Absolutely not. Because it's all love, and it's always big. Big Ten basketball all season long on Big Ten Network. This is big.
Donald Carey has some familiarity with the Siena Saints, as he played for Siena for a couple of years, played 30 games, had 20 starts in a uniform wearing number 0. Now get a chance to play his former team.
Yeah, it's a special time for this young man, and on top of him being a good player, he's a leader. Coach Ewan named him the team captain, the first one to be named team captain in Pat Ewan's coaching tenure. That means something. He's the first individual captain, as you can see in that graphic, and that speaks to what he brings on the court, but also off the court. Being a leader in the classroom, in the community, and a guy that can make your program proud when he graduates.
And Patrick Ewan definitely going to count on him this year. He's got the ball now at the top of the key. Hoyas with an 8-2 lead here early on, 4 minutes in. And they're right on cue. Carey with the 2.
That's what he can do. He's not just a shooter, but he can get in the paint. Nice dribble drive using that ball screen to change pace, in the mid-range floater over the defense makes it easy for him to score.
Saints trailing by 8 now, in control, as Jamie McCollum has checked in for Coach Massarello.
Ball screen defense for Georgetown has been excellent. They're going over the top. They're hedging with the ball, with the help side, and they're contesting all open shots.
Stepped out of bounds. That'll stay Siena basketball. And there's Coach Lewis, or assistant now with Georgetown, but coached Carmen Massarello at Siena in 2000, 2001.
This is a guy who just means a lot to the basketball community. All-time great at Syracuse back in the day, and also coached at Seton Hall for a short stint and did a nice job there. He's well respected in the basketball community.
As Colby Rogers connects for the first 3 of the night for Siena to cut the lead to 5. 10-5 Rogers, another transfer from Cal Poly, as Siena roster, as we mentioned, full of them right now. And the lead is 5 as Dante Harris runs the show for the Hoyas.
And that field goal by Rogers seems to have given Siena some energy defensively.
And the Hoyas turn it over into the hands of Johnson. Now bounce pass tries to go underneath to Gaines, but led him too much, too far, and a turnover. We were talking about the transfers for Siena this season, 6 of them.
Yeah, that's a lot, and it's not unique to Siena. This is the new era of basketball with the transfer portal over the summer, and there's a lot of schools that have gotten the new looks and new personnel, and I think you're going to see a lot of programs, including Siena, take some time to adjust and gel and understand rotations and how they want to play.
And you know that going in, right? You know that as you get your schedule, you get your roster together. You know it's going to be tough early on.
No question. I mean, this is an unprecedented time where coaches are bringing in, multiple players and only maybe 2 or 3 returning players. So it's definitely something you have to account for and be aware of when you start a new team.
Johnson in the paint as the shot clock winding down, back rim no good. Into the hands of Carey, looking to push for the Hoyas. Behind the back, wait for his team, gets a screen right around it, will attack the basket. Nice way to force the action, and 1 for the captain.
Well, the patience by Carey, who used the ball screen, but instead of going straight to the paint, he kind of scanned the defense. You'll watch it here, a little hesitation, and then he gets right around the defense and turns the corner. Nice job with the body control and the concentration to finish. Just talking about this Hoya team, George, this is a young team, and when you have youth the way Pat Ewing has now, you have to depend on some of your upperclassmen, and we talked about Donald Carey being one of those senior leaders. Well, he is just that. I mean, here's a guy who is a proven scorer. He can also play make, but with this team, because they lost 4 of the top 6 scorers last year, they need to find guys that can step up and be multi-dimensional. Carey's certainly one of those guys.
As he completes the 3-point play, Malcolm Wilson, the 7-foot junior, checks in for Patrick Ewing, and Andrew Platek for Siena, just eligible today. They played 4 years at North Carolina for Roy Williams. The transfer, he's been practicing with the team since the end of October. Just found out he was eligible and activated today, seeing his first game action now for Siena. Billups, top of the key, three, got it.
Second three by the Saints, and both threes are off the pass. You know, this is a team that has struggled to score the ball, but when they get some ball reversals, they've been able to get some good, clean looks.
Muhammad, screen, hesitation, will attack, up, under, ball's knocked away. Underneath, gets his own rebound, goes up, no call, into the hands of Jackson Stormo. And now Billups will push up to Johnson for Siena, trailing 13-8, 12:35 to go here in the first half from Capital One Arena. Playtech, back it up. The screen out high. Nice roll for Stormo underneath. Nice find, far side. Billups, three. Got it. Another one. Jared Billups has 6. He's 2 of 2 from 3.
The spacing was there, and it started with the ball screen action between Playtech and Stormo. Good recognition by the big man Stormo. He knew he had a chance to find an open man as the defense collapsed. Wide open three. Good decision.
And a 6-0 run by Siena now to cut this lead to 2. Carey to Billingsley, who has checked in. He'll try a 3, front rim, no. Ball underneath, rebound into the hands of Siena. Ahead to Johnson.
Well, Siena's defense is picked up, and it has to do with them running good offense. When they make shots, they seem to get more confidence on the defensive end.
Good ball movement again by Siena. Billups again top of the key. No, Playtech saves it into the hands of McCollum. He'll try a 3. That doesn't go. Rebound underneath by Wilson and Georgetown. Got a couple good looks there.
Yeah, they want to shoot a lot of threes. When we talked to Coach Massarello about that, they want to take at least 23s tonight versus this Hoya team.
Harris in the lane, throws it up, underneath, picked up by Wilson. Nice move underneath for the 2.
Nice hands and nice footwork by the big man Wilson. Not an easy catch. Harris kind of lobbed it up in no man's land, but Wilson used his length to finish and used the rim as a shield to finish the play.
A screen by Stormo again. Nice little pick and roll in the lane. Turnaround shot, good for Jackson Stormo, the 6'9" senior.
Nice two-man game between Stormo and Platek, and that may be something to watch. The screen and roll action with those two guys has given Georgetown some problems the last 2 possessions.
Harris will pull up right side, jumper, no, right into the hands of Johnson for Siena, then picked his pocket from behind. Harris stops, he'll pop for 3 and hit it. Dante Harris.
Well, you saw Harris lurking in the backcourt, and he just snuck up right behind Stormo and picked his pocket. Heads up play by the sophomore and a big time shot. He's off to a good start.
Harris has 6, and the Hoyas now 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. And the Saints draw a foul. Wholesale substitutions when we come back. 10:19 to go in this one. Harris from behind picks the pocket after the miss and then drains the 3. Hoyas by 5 midway through the first.
Attention Medicare recipients. The Inogen One Portable Oxygen Concentrator may now be available at little or no cost to you. Call 800-798-9644 to order yours today. Inogen oxygen concentrators are portable and make oxygen from the air around you. They're light, quiet, and battery operated to go everywhere you go. And we have a full line of portable oxygen units to fit a wide range of budgets. If you're on Medicare, you may even qualify to get your Inogen unit at little or no cost to you. Go back to joining friends for the breakfast special, make spending time with the grandkids easier, or start attending your religious services again. Call Inogen now for a free information kit and a free no-obligation consultation on our complete line of affordable portable oxygen products. And anyone on Medicare or with eligible insurance plans may qualify to get an Inogen One at little or no cost. Call 800-798-9644. That's 800-798-9644.
I want to save the girl. Get down there first. Oh no, lava there. Water first. The lava's frozen. So easy. Ah, stupid orc. Try again. Freeze the lava first. There you go, orc. Slide the key. Here comes the treasure. Oh no, I failed again. Download and solve the puzzles now.
You're a one-man stitchwork master, but your staffing plan needs to go up a size. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
What if I was an overly enthusiastic personal trainer? Could I still get the Patrick price?
Yep. State Farm has rates that fit any budget.
Sweet.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Now the Universal Champion Roman Reigns has claimed the crown of King Woods, who will topple the Tyrant's throne. Plus, the boss, Sasha Banks, takes on Shotzi. It's an all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, tonight on Fox.
Andrew Platek, we mentioned him as just being eligible to play for Siena today. Played 4 years for Roy Williams at North Carolina. 124 games started, 11 games for Roy Williams. But from Guilderland, New York, right up, basically a homecoming, coming home to Siena. And that's regardless, I guess, how much you play for Roy Williams on the floor. But being in that program for 4 years is going to be huge for him.
You don't go to that program unless you can hoop. So certainly he brings some credibility, he brings some experience, he brings another guy that can handle the ball and playmaking. We've seen that early on tonight, him operating out of that two-man pick and roll action, making some good decisions.
And here's Platek again. There's the roll by Stormo. Good ball movement again by Siena. Hopkins will try a three, back rim, no good. Into the hands far side of Caden Rice. And here comes Tyler Beard, the freshman guard, is checked in for Patrick Ewing, along with Jordan Riley. For Georgetown, it leads by 5. Here's Wallace, Tyreek Turner here, courtside, Capital One Arena. Now Rice will try a three in front of the bench and hit it. Caden Rice.
Well, he's hit a couple threes in rhythm, and he steps right into those with confidence. And again, the ball movement and the shifting of the defense when Georgetown is patient with their passing has allowed them to get good, clean shots, and Rice has been the beneficiary of that with his second long one.
2 for 3 to start this game for Rice. Siena controls, 23 to shoot. Hoyas contesting a lot.
Defensively, their pressure on the perimeter has been excellent. And they're also communicating on the ball screens, hedging high, and active hands in the passing lanes.
Rogers back out to Gage, thought about it, but good defense by the Hoyas. And there's Riley picking his pocket. One-on-one at the lane, at the glass, draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Another nice job of getting in the passing lane. This time it's the freshman, Jordan Riley from New York. And, you know, I talked to the staff about this young man. He was Gatorade New York Player of the Year last year, averaged 31 points, 6.5 assists, 5 steals as a senior. Great athlete, NBA-type athleticism. Very hard worker, always one of the first guys in the gym, one of the last to leave. And they're really excited about his upside, and he's going to play. You know, this is a team that's very young, and they don't have a lot of experience, the coaching staff, in terms of knowing who can do what. So Jordan Riley will be certainly part of that rotation.
As he missed a pair of free throws. 21-13, Hoyas lead. Platek still in the game for Siena. Rogers, pump fake, hesitate, turns it over. Here come the Hoyas back the other way again. Riley with the left-handed layup is good, and it's a 10-point Georgetown lead.
The Hoyas are starting to get out and run in transition, and it's being fueled by their defense. Siena cannot afford to turn the ball over. The live ball ones especially are giving Georgetown an opportunity to run and score in the fast break.
After they cut it to 2, it's an 8-0 run for the Hoyas. 6 turnovers now for Siena, and the Hoyas turning those points, or turnovers into points, 9 of them, as Riley there with the left-handed layup.
Well, he really thrives in the up-tempo style of play. Great athlete, as I said earlier. And when the game is going up and down, you're going to see his game really come out. Athletic, can run the floor like a gazelle, and, you know, very high flying above the rim kind of player. So he's very excited to get out, get some steals, and run and score.
Aminu Muhammad checks back in for Patrick Ewing. Jalen Billingsley will take a seat. Hoyas by 10. 8.5 to go here, first half. Capital One Arena. Saints trying to get something going and stop this 8-0 run in the paint. Bear, and he traveled, turns it over.
And the size and the length of Malcolm Wilson at 7 feet really was what caused that turnover on Bear, and Bear kind of shuffled his feet, got called for the walk. 7 turnover for Siena tonight.
Patrick Ewing has to be happy as his team turned it over only once, protecting the basketball. Muhammad now will face up, shoot the jumper, no. Chased down in the corner by Hopkins. Looking to push a little bit for Siena. The play tech still looking for his first shot in this game. Trying to get the pick and roll, he thought again. Now he goes off the glass, right side, left side with the right hand.
He's got a nice feel for the game and a nice hesitation dribble to get an angle, and nice touch off the glass by the transfer from Carolina.
Riley at the top. Now for Rice. He'll try a long 3, and Caden Rice hits another one. He's got 9. That's his 3rd 3 of the night.
Well, he's in the zone right now, and he's catching and not hesitating. It's his 3rd 3 in a row. Keep feeding him the rock if you're Georgetown.
He was out. He was further out.
The logo.
13 to shoot for Siena. Underneath the Stormo, up. Underneath with the left hand for 2 to stop the run.
Stormo's doing a nice job of using his size and his ability to slip and roll screens to find the open space. Coming off a double-double versus Yale, they need him to balance this team and score in the paint.
He's feeling it again. That one doesn't go. You don't have a problem with that shot, do you?
No, that's a heat check, but it was a legitimate heat check. This is a guy who is certainly shooting the ball at a high clip.
There's Rogers in front of the Hoya bench connecting for 3. Siena, a little bit of a spurt of their own here to cut it to 6 with 6.5 to go in the first half.
And again, play tech, drawing the defense in and being a playmaker. He's done a nice job of creating shots for his teammates early on.
Muhammad crossover at the top, nearly at his pocket pick, 15 to shoot. Splits the defenders, attacks, up under, hangs, and gets it to go for the and 1 for the freshman.
That's a big-time move by the freshman, and that's the reason why he is the preseason Big East Freshman of the Year. Just using his quickness and anticipation, a nice split in the dribble, move, and big and strong enough to finish. The Hoyas off to a good start, up 8.
Help. Seriously, I'm too young for hair loss.
My hairline keeps creeping back. Receding?
I've got this bald spot.
It's thinning everywhere. Gonna have to give up and shave it.
Dude, put down the razor. Because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, is about to give you your real hair back permanently. Don't ignore the signs of hair loss. Bosley is giving away an absolutely free information kit that reveals all the signs, and a free gift card to any guy who texts Phil to 234-234. Bosley will show you for free how great your hair could look using the latest technology. Bosley's solution to hair loss is permanent and protected by the Bosley Guarantee. Plus, since Bosley has new non-surgical options, you owe it to yourself to text now for an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. No matter what level of hair loss you have, text Phil to 234-234. That's F-I-L-L to 234-234.
84% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. Truebill helps you save money by finding recurring charges, notifying you when they're due, and easily canceling unwanted subscriptions. Download Truebill and take control of your money.
Cough, cough, sneeze, sneeze. Needs. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Relief. Dissolves quickly, instantly ready to start working. So you can bounce back fast with Alka-Seltzer Plus. Now available for fast sinus relief.
Oh, here comes the interception. Oh!
Sean?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. If it's that will leave a mark season, it's Walgreens season.
You want fries with that?
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
Hoyas with an 8-point lead here over Siena. 6:17 to go, first half from Capital One Arena, Georgetown. We talked about the freshman coming into this year as Aminu Mohammed's going to go to the free throw line to try and finish this play, this and one, but 67 of the 139 points this season. And we talked about, Patrick Ewing knows that it's going to have ups and downs. He knows he has to be patient, especially dealing with this many freshmen.
Yeah, and that's, as a coaching staff, you have to understand that they're learning on the job, and this young man right here is the leader of that freshman pack. And as you said earlier, preseason Big East Freshman of the Year. He thinks that this guy's got a world of talent. He's probably their best post player also, even though he's a guard, and he's a strong physical guard that can score at all three levels. And they want him to be aggressive, but they also want him to make the right play. So when that comes down to being a freshman, you have to be patient with some of his mistakes.
His 5th free throw of the year. Siena breaks the Hoya pressure. Shot from the corner is out of bounds. It'll be Georgetown basketball.
You see a full court press there. It's not necessarily designed to just steal the ball all the time. That sped Siena up, forced him to take a quick shot, and now Georgetown has the ball back.
And a 9-point lead as we approach the 6-minute mark here. As Dante Harris runs the show for the Hoyas. An offensive foul. Is that going to be underneath on Ego Efe? I believe it is.
They caught him with the hold as he tried to seal his man down low. And you see the stat there. Siena returning only 3 scholarship players from last season. Not even 30% of their scoring. So that's basically a rebuild is what that means. They're rebuilding their team with a plethora of transfers. 6 transfers, 10 newcomers. And that's not easy. So certainly Coach Massarello has his hands full. They're off to a rough start, 0-3, trying to get a win on the road versus the Georgetown team that's still trying to find themselves as well.
And it's got to be tough coming off back-to-back regular season championships and then a tournament championship as well to have to do this. As McCollum drains the 2 for Siena to cut the lead to 7. But that's something you have to go through.
Yeah, it's not something unique to Siena. This is a strange year for a lot of teams where they're trying to adjust to a rebuild era of transfers and newcomers.
Speaking of newcomers, Ryan Mutombo in the game for Georgetown now. The freshman, 7'2" freshman, as the Hoya is going to turn it over.
Sloppy with the ball there as we see the freshman, Ryan Mutombo. That last name sounds familiar. There we go.
Ask and you shall receive. There he is.
The big man, the legendary Dikembe Mutombo, who goes down in history as one of the greatest big men in college and the NBA. Here to support and watch his son.
2 straight turnovers now for the Hoyas. The lead is 7. McCollum inside the Stormo. Nice again pick and roll as he gets the 2. And it's a 5-point game. He's got 6.
The combination of 3-point shooting and the screen and roll action with Stormo rolling to the rim has been their best offense so far. And Siena starting to get some momentum with the big man doing work down low.
Carey almost throws it away. Ball is loose as Muhammad gets back to it. Hoyas a little careless with the basketball now. Muhammad comes in, tries to throw it up behind his head. Not going to get the call there. Ahead to Billups. Hesitate, dribble, nice bounce pass underneath to Gaines. He brings it back out, and then nice ball movement to Stormo underneath. He's got 8, and it's a 3-point game on a 6-0 run for Siena.
Siena's playing with confidence now, and they've been able to get back in the game by one, scrapping defensively, but also the big man Stormo finishing around the rim, screening, rolling, and making high percentage shots.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, I said Byron got the Patrick price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these feelings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
In this day and age, you know how important credit is.
Having a good credit score in this country is gonna be super important.
For all the big purchases you want to make in the future, you know you have to stay on top of your credit.
When you need to buy a car, when you need to get a credit card.
At Experian, you get your credit score for free. Qué buena onda, Experian.
Check them out, they're free.
Thanks to Experian, I know I'm in control of my financial future.
Get your FICO score for free and check out the other free tools at Experian. Go to Experian.com/gratis now.
If you watch football on TV, you need Fubo TV. The most college football you can get without cable. Plus, games in 4K included at no extra charge. Try free at FuboTV.com.
I'm spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. New York, New York. New
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Siena on an 11-3 run in the last 3 minutes to cut this Hoyas lead to 3. He looks familiar. Fran McCaffrey coached Siena from 2005 to 2010. Of course, he's currently the Iowa head coach.
Coach, this young man, Carm Massarello.
And Michael Baer as well, who played 3 seasons as a walk-on for Fran. And the way he got better, he guarded Luka Garza every day in practice. That's the word.
I tell you what, that's a good way to get your ego smashed in.
Hoyas basketball up 3. Under 4 to go here first half. Caden Rice, three-pointers on the night so far. Now Muhammad underneath, attacks the basket, tries to go up and under, but draws the foul. He'll go back to the line.
Well, at this point, one thing that's been clear in the first 2 games, when Georgetown needs a basket, they're going to Muhammad. And coming out of that timeout, they ran in action. They didn't get what they were looking for, so the ball ends up in Muhammad's hands, and that's where you want to have the ball. He can get to the foul line. He can draw fouls. He's a big, strong guard. Although he's just a freshman, he's built more like an upperclassman, and he's the kind of guy that you want to have the ball in his hands because he's not afraid to make that big-time decision.
He gets the free throw, has 6 now on the night, does the freshman. Trying to make it 7, and he does. Hoyas back up now, lead is 5.
I'm seeing it. I keep involved in their big man, Stormo, and screen and roll action, especially when the play breaks down.
There's Playtech. He'll try his first 3 of the night. That doesn't go. Look at Harris get up for that rebound and out of the pack with it into the front court. Behind his back, crossover drill, pull-up jumper. Dante Harris connects.
Big time.
He's got
move.
8.
And he knew that he had to set the table. He scanned the floor first, and then a nice left-right crossover to shift the defense gives him enough space to get his pull-up game going.
3 of 5 from the floor as the Hoyas now back up 7. Five to shoot for Playtech. And Siena. Crossover and draws the foul. Not something you want to do with 2 seconds in the shot clock, is it?
Rice bailed him out. That's a tough break for the Hoyas.
Here's what's coming up on our Jeep halftime report. The guys in studio talk the best returning players in the Big East this season. And of course, we'll have first half stats. That's 2 minutes, 51 seconds away. Halftime. Siena draws the foul, gets 20 seconds on the shot clock. Playtech off the inbound 3 in the corner, got it. Andrew Playtech connects from 3. His first 3 of the night or the season. He's got 5.
He's giving them a lift off the bench. You can tell his experience is really helping this Saints team. He's been able to calm them down, get them in some sets, and make a couple big timely shots.
Tumbo sets the screen for Carey. He'll pull up for 3 and drain it. Donald Carey from 3 to put the Hoyas up 7.
Carey, again, knows that he has to be a guy that they can count on as an experienced senior. He's been very consistent in this first half, looking for his shot.
Now, if you're Patrick Ewing, you love to see Dante Harris, right, with that pull-up jumper, and then Carey, when they need a basket, realizing that they need it. As Siena on the miss, Hoyas come back the other way, up by 7. 2 minutes to go here, first half. Here comes Muhammad. He'll attack. Storm will go up and draw another foul. He'll go back to the line.
He continuously gets downhill, and it's the quick first step. It's the ability to take contact. And again, you just feel good when you know he has the ball in his hands. And if you're Pat Ewing, you're still looking for leadership, but it's coming from multiple players. This young man right here is not afraid of the moment.
Goes back for the line for 2 shots. He's 3 of 3 from the line tonight. Has 7 points here in this first half. First free throw is good.
The first 5-star recruit since Isaac Copeland, which was back in 2014. Grew up in Nigeria until he moved to the U.S. when he was 14. And freshman year, he went to a local school here, Archbishop Carroll. And then he moved to Missouri, where he was 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year.
Missed the second free throw, but Tumbo tried to punch it back up, but didn't go. Coach Mazzarella is going to call a 30-second timeout here as the Hoyas with a 37-29 lead. We are under 2 minutes to go here in the first half from Washington, D.C.
My fellow risk takers and move makers, what happened to us? We hustle and grind without resting our mind. You need to sleep. You need to lay down in bed to focus your head. Sleep. You need to let your Z's increase to put your mind at peace. Sleep. You need to treat your body tenderly to recharge your energy, because greatness lies on the other side of sleep. Sleep.
Hoyas with an 8-point lead here, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. George Wallace, Tyreek Turner courtside here at Capital One Arena. And our entire crew as the Hoyas coming off first win of the year. And Siena still looking for its first win of the year. But look at the schedule they played, too. They played 3 teams that can pick to win conference or finish at the top, and then the Big East tournament champs at Georgetown.
Yeah, there's no no soft games for Siena. They're playing up ahead of their weight class right now, no question.
And the Hoyas full court pressure, get the turnover. There's Harris underneath to Muhammad. He hangs, can't get it to go. Tumbo can get it to go, however, as the full court pressure paying off so far for the Hoyas.
Well, they like to do this out of timeouts and kind of run and jump. And again, if they don't steal the ball, they want to speed Siena up.
And force Platek to take a rush 3, and he did, although it wasn't that rushed. He had his feet set, but Harris quickly back the other way, hanging in the lane, off the glass for 2. Dante Harris gives the Hoyas a 41-29 lead.
Great job by Harris, attacking the rim with purpose. Knew he was going to maybe get some contact, but hung in the air. And Harris has come out tonight with the purpose of looking for his shot within the realm of the offense. They need him to stay in that aggressive mindset.
And the Hoyas now on an 8-0 run. Biggest lead of the night for Georgetown. Approaching 1 minute to go here, first half. McCollum at the top. There's Harris right on him. Mutombo switches on the screen. And Tertzia underneath. Shot is blocked. Into the hands of Muhammad. Running the break, spin at the lane, kicking it far side. We got a whistle underneath. It's going to be an offensive foul.
A little out of control, Muhammad. He went too deep with the spin move and gets called for the charge.
You want to see him pull up there or no?
But that's a situation where you want to kind of scan the floor, not go so deep. Recognize that you had Harris in the corner. All he had to do was take a jump stop and dish it out to him instead of plowing over the opponent. He'll learn. Just a freshman. He's off to a good start in his career as a Hoya.
And that's one of those mistakes you live with, right?
No question. It's an aggressive mistake.
35 seconds to go, first half. Hoya's biggest lead of the night. Stormo back in on the blocks, trying to back down Mutombo. Come up underneath, loses it, but draws the foul. He'll go shoot 2.
Stormo's done a nice job of putting pressure on Georgetown around the rim. He's got a good feel for the defense, moves well without the ball, particularly in two-man screen and roll action, but also using his size at 6'9", about 250.
First free throws of the night for Siena. 3 dribbles for Stormo, and he hits the first.
Coming off his first career double-double versus Yale with career highs in points and rebounds. 19 and 11, 19 and 10, I'm sorry.
Another
2 assists.
Another transfer, this time one from Pepperdine. We've said that word a lot in this first half. Transfer and Siena. Hoyas by 11 here.
Hoyas will get a chance to hold for one last possession.
Second free throw is good. It's been a well-played first half.
Yes, it has. And it's been a game where Siena was trying not to allow Georgetown to go on a run, and they've pretty much done that.
Harris one-on-one with Billups. 15 seconds. Shot clock is off. Back out of your court. At half court, I should say. He's going to have to go. Gets around Billups, who draws the foul, or commits the foul, I should say. The top, that's only the 6th team foul. Smart foul.
Smart foul.
Yep.
And that's being aware and understanding that you have a foul to give. And they took advantage of that. Now they don't have any fouls to give.
He got by him. He was just able to commit that foul. It was pretty quick.
Good timing and good awareness by Billups.
9.6 to go. It'll be Georgetown basketball underneath. Dante Harris will inbound. There's Carey. Out to Rice, who drains the 3. Nice set play off the out of bounds. And Platek's going to have to put it up. He does at the buzzer. Oh, and he hits it. Talking about making your presence felt in your first half with your new team.
Yeah, he gave them something. He gave them a lift, and that was a big momentum changer for Siena going into the half. Instead of down 13, Platek with the big-time half-court 3, almost half-court distance, cuts it to 10. Hoyas got some talking to do in the half.
And that's going to count. He got that off in plenty of time. The referees are checking it out. At center court, they say it is good. And a nice inbound, or nice play by Rice off the inbound.
That's why you never want to give up on the play. Gordon Riley had token pressure on him. He even got a contest on just a great shot by Andrew Platek, the 6'4", fifth-year senior, in his first game as a Siena Saint.
And they trade threes as the first half comes to an end. A good one for Caden Rice and the Hoyas as Georgetown with a 10-point lead here in intermission in D.C.
Attention Medicare recipients. The Inogen One Portable Oxygen Concentrator may now be available at little or no cost to you. Call 800-798-9644 to order yours today. Inogen oxygen concentrators are portable and make oxygen from the air around you. They're light, quiet, and battery operated to go everywhere you go. And we have a full line of portable oxygen units to fit a wide range of budgets. If you're on Medicare, you may even qualify to get your Inogen unit at little or no cost to you. Go back to joining friends for the breakfast special, make spending time with the grandkids easier, or start attending your religious services again. Call Inogen now for a free information kit and a free no-obligation consultation on our complete line of affordable portable oxygen products. And anyone on Medicare or with eligible insurance plans may qualify to get an Inogen One at little or no cost. Call 800-798-9644. That's 800-798-9644.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Oh, here comes the interception. Oh!
Sean?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
If it's that will leave a mark season, it's Walgreens season.
Ow! So you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist!
They do exist. Santa?
Wednesdays, the world's first amateur singing competition series is a musical spectacle.
It's mind-blowing technology.
Singers perform backstage while their alter egos battle it out center stage.
I didn't like it. I loved it.
And I'm just so grateful. Thank you.
Alter Ego. All new Wednesdays or watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
Fire the camera. 4, 3, 2, right, we go.
It's showtime.
This is my
clock is ticking. Do your thing.
He take that drop step, he's dunking it over.
I thought you actually had done your homework for once.
Are we gonna be clean or are we gonna be dirty? Cause I will give it back to you plus shipping and handling.
What? I will bet you all you want to bet.
What
is happening?
How you doing? You good?
I'm really good.
We welcome you to the Jeep Halftime Report. Welcome inside our College Hoops studio here on the Fox lot. Rob Stone, Bill Rafters, Steve Lavin, Jim Jackson in studio with you. We'll get you back out for the second half shortly. But first, the topic here is the top returning players that you need to watch out for in the Big East this season. And all three of you guys agree that this conversation starts at Villanova with returning co-player of the year, Colin Gillespie. Coach.
Yeah, when you think of the ideal fit, Villanova's system and style of play, the way Jay Wright is able to feature Colin Gillespie, he has to be at the top of the list. A national title as an underclassman, 3 Big East championships under his belt, and just the steady hand. He's really become the Tom Brady of college basketball.
And who would have thought that when Colin came in that he would be at the level where he's at? I mean, we knew he was good. We knew he was going to grow in the system. But his control, command of the game has grown so much. And plus, going out last year with the injury, a player as decorated as him, you want to see him kind of go out, not limping, but out the way he wants. That's not saying he's going to win a national championship or player of the year, whatever it is. But selfishly, for me, having him come back for the 5th year, I just love every bit of it.
He's not as old as Tom Brady, by the way, just in case you're...
Let's just hope.
We're all moving there.
He doesn't have as many rings either.
No.
But you're right. I think he's so fundamentally sound. And, in my experience, and probably both of yours, I've never seen a kid get into the lane and be that creative at that size.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so sound and finding people and finishing deals as well.
Remember, second to last game of the regular season, Torres MCL able to come back. So it'll be an interesting story to watch throughout this campaign. Let's go to St. John's. Julian Champagnie, he's on your radar as well.
Well, size, and he can shoot the basketball. And I think coming back was very helpful for him. Getting the chance to really experience a crowd, being the guy that they're with the X on his back. Very talented guy. Of course, they've had some great coaches at St. John's. Alongside me, one of the best, of course.
Sharing the sugar.
I just think they fit this team, the coaches and this particular player. He can run the floor, can put it on the deck, and just watch one exhibition game. He's really knocking down comfortably a deep 3.
6'8", sees over the top, and similar, Jared Roden at Seton Hall, someone that can see over the top and silky smooth, very comfortable. Jimmy and I have talked about some of the similarities to a younger Paul Pierce. But let's not sleep on Posh Alexander, only player in Big East history as a freshman to win the Defensive Player of the Year award as well as the Freshman of the Year award. So I think he could really be a difference maker this year for the Johnnies as well.
Well, speaking about difference maker, Paul Scruggs. I mean, what he's able to do at Xavier. Think about it, when he first came in, was more on the defensive end of the court, kind of where he made his name. And then, like a lot of players at Xavier, kind of his offense expanded. Unanimous preseason choice for all Big East first team. Averaged 14 points last year, 5.7 rebounds. But his ability now to feel comfortable taking over at the end of the game, I think, what separates him Again, great size on the perimeter, can guard multiple positions. So when Xavier's going to make a move, it's going to be because, yes, Freemantle was there. You got to mention his name as well. But Scruggs, I think, is going to be the main catalyst for how successful Xavier will ultimately be.
And particularly early with Zach
Freemantle
having
out.
his health as a strain. But Nate Watson, you guys never talk about big guys. I mean, this guy's a stud.
We like shooters, man.
Speaking of age, he's been around as well. Back to the basket. Now he's got that 15, 18-foot jump shot. So I think it's important that he has a big year for Providence and Ed Cooley.
Yeah. Coach Cooley needs him big time, and he's counting on him big time as well. Enjoy the second half of your game, which is coming your way after the break.
The best things America makes are the things America makes out here. The history she writes in her clear blue skies, the legends she births on hometown fields, and the future she promises. When we made Grand Wagoneer, proudly assembled in America, we knew no object would ever rank with the best things in this country. But we believed we could make something worthy of their spirit.
As someone who resembles someone else, I appreciate that Liberty Mutual knows everyone's unique. That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
When you hear cough, cough, sneeze, sneeze, it's time for plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Relief. Dissolves quickly, instantly ready to start working. So you can bounce back fast with Alka-Seltzer Plus.
I want to save the girl. Get down there first. Oh no, lava there. Water first. The lava's frozen. Oh no, I failed again. Download and solve the puzzles now.
What should we do?
I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
My fellow risk takers and move makers, sleep. You need to let your Z's increase to put your mind at peace. Sleep. You need to treat your body tenderly to recharge your energy, because greatness lies on the other side of sleep.
Anybody that wants to maximize their workout, anybody that feels that their energy reserves are not what they used to be, True Niagen slowly builds energy in your cells. It's like beast mode for your cells. I'm Shannon Sharp, and I'm a true believer.
What's my Safe Flight story? My truck is my livelihood. So when my windshield cracked, the experts at Safe Flight Auto Glass came right to me with service I could trust. Right, girl?
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5 cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Monday, Big Ten powerhouse Ohio State battles Seton Hall. Then Cal takes on the Gators. The Fort Myers tip-off Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
I got some things to get off my chest, so I'm going to go ahead and kick this one off. Receivers, notoriously divas, we know that.
You really gonna say that as a player?
Personality doesn't make plays.
You went to Columbia?
You're smart. What's the difference between the old school and the new school?
Hey, ain't where you from, it's where you at.
How many footballs were on the field at one time?
Carried it 2, remain 1.
Speak for yourself. Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1. America has fallen in love with The Big Leap.
There's this dance reality show. I'm going to audition.
The 4 new episodes Mondays. Watch it anytime and get hooked.
Life is about coming back from a punch. You got to keep getting up.
These people are going to have their lives turned upside down.
Are you ready? That looked awesome, you guys.
I know, right?
The Big Leap. Mondays on Fox, or watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
Hoyas with a 10-point lead over Siena here at halftime. Second half right around the corner. We'll also get you some first half stats when we come back to DC.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Don't you just ride the wave?
No. We actively manage client portfolios based on our forward-looking views of the market.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interests.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep. We do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Be ready when a hurricane approaches. Climb notifies you when a storm forms, shows you its current position, and maps its projected path, updating you as it intensifies. Climb, precise weather, precisely for you.
At touchofmodern.com, our expertly curated products are never ordinary, never mundane, and never in a million years what you'd expect to see or imagined you'd ever have. Check it all out at touchofmodern.com.
Here's to the spatially challenged, the nearsighted and the far. Here's to the sense of directionless, to the dingers, denters, and that should buff right outers. At Good To Go, we see you and know that accidents happen. Good To Go is here to give you auto insurance when others won't. For as little as $20 down and low monthly payments, Good To Go makes it easy to get approved, insured, and back on the road fast. Get the coverage you need, instant proof of insurance, and be on your way. Just promise you won't drive too fast. When others say no, we say you're good to go. Visit goodtogo.com.
Instead of putting your vibe in words, we're putting it in the store. Introducing Stitch Fix Freestyle, your personalized store. Take your style quiz at stitchfix.com.
Oh, here comes the interception. Oh!
Sean?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
If it's that will leave a mark season, it's Walgreens season.
It's Oklahoma, Iowa State. This big news Saturday on Fox. It all starts with big new kickoff live from Norman. David Williams leads the 13th ranked Sooners against the Cyclones. America's best pregame, America's best announcers, America's biggest game. All part of Big News Saturday on Fox. Fox Sports Saturday.
First things first, sports fans.
Nick is fired up.
Check and check. Nick, he knows a thing or two.
You just can't get it.
Chris, well, he's seen a thing or two.
That was interesting.
And Jenna and Kevin,
Stay with it, buddy.
they sure can talk a thing or two.
Have you met us? That's what we do.
All those things you love.
LeBron, Mahomes, Tom Brady, Katie,
Dak Prescott.
They might love even more.
unbelievable.
We are going to dive right in.
So make this your first play of the day. First things first, mornings on FS1.
Our sisterhood is sacred, but few are chosen.
I would be honored to be in this sisterhood.
If you missed an episode of Our Kind of People, you can watch it anytime.
We're obsessed with getting in with these people.
That woman is a disruptor.
Gotta secure the crown.
Our Kind of People, Tuesdays on Fox or watch anytime on Fox Now and Hulu.
Halftime here in Washington, D.C. The Georgetown Hoyas leading Siena 44-34. The halftime stats brought to you by Jeep. There's only one. Tyreek, looking at those numbers right there, two stand out to me. Georgetown 7 of 11 from 3, and Siena's 16 bench points keeping them in this.
That's exactly it. That tells the story of the first half so far, and the 7 of 11 is a pleasant surprise for Coach Ewan because coming into this game, they were only shooting 32% from 3. So they've made an upgrade. They're shooting good shots. The ball is moving, and that has allowed them to get some high percentage three-point looks. On the other side, Siena's done a good job with their bench play in making the Hoyas defending the half court. The screen and roll action's been good. Their big guy has been really solid down low in Stormo, and then the guy, Playtech, coming off the bench, who's now starting in the second half. Not a surprise there. Really gave them a lift with his experience and his playmaking.
He looks like he's going to start for Nick Hopkins, who started the game. Will switch ends, and second half underway as Playtech with a half-court 3 at the end of the first half, shooting to start the second with a great back rim.
That was a good set they ran. The screen-to-screener action, got a good shot, just was not able to convert.
Carey will penetrate, hesitate, up with the left hand and good. There's the captain starting off things nicely for the Hoyas.
That's that versatility. They did a nice job of closing out on Carey, ran him off the line, and instead of picking up his dribble, he kept it to the basket with the finish.
Nice Playtech to Stormo. Two-man game there, and the big man hits to cut it back to 10.
Playtech doesn't have great speed, but he's got good pace, does a nice job of knowing when and how to get into the paint and draw the defense in for the easy assist.
And how about Stormo? 5 of 6, 12 points. He's got all high percentage shots as Rice connects from 3 on a nice half-court set by the Hoyas. 13-point lead for Georgetown.
Rice has done a nice job of moving without the ball and making himself available to catch and shoot without putting it on the floor.
There's Gaines, the screen from Stormo, back out to play tech. There's Stormo again in the paint. Amigo Efe up and under with the left hand. Another nice high percentage shot from the big fella, and he's got 14.
He's got a nice pace about his game where he doesn't panic. He was outside with the length of Ifagoe, but he still gets to the basket.
Harris hesitate, will go all the way to the far side now. Step out of bounds. Nope, we got a foul. Whistle on the far side. Foul's going to be on Anthony Gaines.
Coach Ewing is going to have to make a decision now in the half court, or maybe thinking about doubling Stormo, because Stormo has not missed. He's like 6 for 7 from the field. They may have to send another man to him to get the ball out of his hands.
And Ego Efe's got 2 fouls. You can still be aggressive, can't you?
You can, but you know, nice execution on the out of bounds when Carey, the upperclassmen, Carey and Rice have carried the load for the Hoyas.
And a 51-38 lead for Georgetown. Gaines will turn and face. There's Stormo underneath again on the paint, working on Ego Efe. With the right hand hook off the glass that time. Just his second miss of the night. And Aminu Muhammad comes out of it with the basketball to Harris. Screen out high. Had him on the roll. Gives it to Muhammad. Now to Ego Efe on the block. His turn to go back at Stormo. In the paint. Turnaround. Oh, can't get it to go. Out of bounds. Going to be Gold basketball. You like that shot from him?
It's fun to watch the bigs go at it. You know, one-on-one, Stormo did a nice job of holding his ground against Ego Efe. And Ego Efe not known for scoring the ball down low, but you want to keep the defense honest and give him a chance to get some action down low in the paint.
David McCullum will check in, along with Jared Phillips for Siena, trailing by 13. Good defense again by the Hoyas. Phillips up under, nowhere to go. Oh, they're going to get a whistle underneath. Looked like he was trying to pass the ball.
Half-court offense. Just watch Phillips get an angle and get downhill, and a little bit of contact there. Enough for a call to be made, but you know, Siena does a good job of making the Hoyas guard. When they can make the Hoyas guard more than 20 seconds.
As Rogers connects off the 2, that's Ego Efe's 3rd foul.
Siena team's not going away. They're feisty, and they've been pretty solid in this first few minutes of the second half in terms of their half-court execution.
Dante Harris, who had a good first half, played 19 minutes, had 10 points. Underneath to Ego Efe, who picks it up, tries to go over Stormo, doesn't go, but they're going to get a whistle underneath. Looks like it's going to stay here. Not on the shot. It's going to be out of bounds, it looks like. He's on the rebound.
We'll call it push.
As Ego Efe will take a seat. Ryan Mutombo checks back in. Patrick Ewing having a word, as he's got 3 fouls. He knows a little bit about coaching big men.
He knows a little bit about that for sure. And, you know, looking at this Hoya team, they don't have a defined scorer down low in terms of their bigs. It's Carey.
Again from the top of the key. Carey's got 15 now, as the Hoyas lead is 14.
He came off of that screen ready to shoot. And that's how you have to be, knowing that someone is trailing you. Both Carey and Rice have done a nice job knocking down those long-range bombs.
Play tech. Crossover's going to draw a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Caden Rice as the captain.
And there's a nice job of Carey just reading the defense. Rogers went under the screen instead of going over the top, and Carey just made him pay. When you're shooting the ball like that as a defender, you want to trail and stay in the hip pocket. You don't want to fade.
Playtech was expecting the roll there, didn't get it, turns it over. Here comes Carey the other way. Screen out high by Mutombo. Hoyas by 14. Carey directed traffic, now to Harris. Crossover between the legs, hanging, floater, right hand is good for Dante Harris, who has 12.
Harris puts his hand out to show that the defender's too small. He got that from Westbrook. Harris playing with a little swag and confidence. That's a big-time shot by the sophomore.
As Rogers now to McCollum's three, no. Stormo, nice rebound underneath. Back to play tech. Pump fake twice. Nice defense there by Caden Rice. Stormo now working on Mutombo in the paint, and he traveled.
And that was a turnover caused by Mutombo's length. Nice job by the big, using his wingspan as Harris, the sophomore, making tough shots and letting people know that he's the point guard and the general of this Hoya program.
Thanksgiving Day, the tradition on Fox continues when we come together for food, family, and for football. Justin Fields and the Bears. Touchdown! Take on Jared Goff and the Lions. Unbelievable! Coverage begins Thanksgiving Day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Fox. All part of the Fox Football Feast.
At Fingerhut, we don't define you by your credit score. We celebrate you being you. So we offer low monthly payments on the stuff you need, things you love, and brands you trust. As you build your credit history with a Fingerhut credit account. If you're looking for the latest electronics, kitchen essentials, clothes, toys, and more, you'll find it all at Fingerhut. You do you, and we'll help build your credit at Fingerhut.com.
Fingerhut credit accounts are issued by WebBank, member FDIC. Cough, cough, sneeze, sneeze. Needs. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Relief. Dissolves quickly, instantly ready to start working. So you can bounce back fast with Alka-Seltzer Plus. Now available for fast sinus relief. Ow!
So you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist!
They do exist. Santa?
Saturday, it's a rivalry showdown on Fox.
So here we go.
DTR leads the Bruins against the Trojans.
Look at this! Unbelievable!
Saturday at 4 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
In the classroom,
Hoyas with a 16-point lead over Siena. A special halftime presentation for the Georgetown Hoyas, the Big East President's Award winner, the institution that excels in academics, athletics, and citizenship. Pretty good award to win.
No question, it's a huge honor and a testament to the greatness of this university, and academic excellence is something that Coach John Thompson, the Big John, really instilled in his players, and making that big picture statement of it's bigger than basketball, and understanding that you have to be prepared for life after basketball and perform in the classroom.
Mutombo off the set inbounds play, or the timeout, I should say, doesn't get it to go. Back comes Siena, trailing by 16. 15 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Siena looking for its first win. Georgetown looking for win number 2. Billups with the air ball from out high. Is that a rush shot? Did you rush that?
No, I didn't have a problem with the shot, but Muhammad did a nice job of contesting. And Muhammad has been good defensively in this game overall. It started with the ball pressure early on in the first half, and then using the length to get a high hand in the contest.
Hot start to the second half for the Hoyas. 5 of 8, largest lead of the game, 16. Here goes Carey into the paint and draws the foul. Going up, he'll shoot 2.
The thing you got to like is the aggressive nature of Carey, but not just Carey, but it's the 3 wings, the guards. Carey, Rice, and Harris combined so far for 42 points. 16 of 21 from the field, 9 of 12 from 3. And you talk to Coach Thompson, he said, look, we have to find ways to manufacture offense because we don't know who can score on this team. Well, this could be possibly a step in the right direction. When you have multiple guys stepping up and your leading scorer, your freshman Muhammad, is not either one of them, that's a good sign.
And you know, Coach Ewing said that before the Dartmouth game that he knew it was going to be highs and lows, going to have to be patient. And he saw them hiccup in that first game and then responded with a big run in the game against American, and pretty balanced here, especially with these guys tonight. See, it's a nice adjustment 6 days since the opener.
Absolutely, and that's why it's so important to be patient, but also stay on your guys. Look, we want you to be aggressive. We want you to look for your shots. Don't be afraid. And these guys have come out tonight and played with that freedom and that confidence.
And it's only, learning by, especially with these young guys, they're going to play a lot. You're going to learn by playing, baptism by fire, right?
That's the only way to get better, is to get the reps in live game situations. That's what they're doing.
18-point lead now for Georgetown. Stormer will face. Mutombo hits him on the hand. Slaps his chest, says, my bad. Patrick Ewing turns around and will be like that.
And just to follow up, in terms of Georgetown as a team, they're still learning about their team. This is their third game. They're pretty underclassmen heavy. They don't have a lot of experience. 6 freshmen. And a lot of these guys, their last games were played on a high school court. So they're on a bigger stage. They're understanding the pace. They're understanding you have to have that intensity. And some of these guys are being asked to do a lot. And certainly Coach Thompson has understood that he's going to have to keep teaching and maybe do more teaching this year than he has in the past.
And how do you balance that as a coach, as far as knowing you have the young guys, when to get on them too much, because you don't want to kill their confidence.
Yeah, well, there's a balance there. Your coaching staff is there for you to help you. So you have to have a good cop, bad cop. Sometimes Coach Ewing may be the tough guy, but Louis Orr or one of the other assistants, Robert Kirby, may be.
As Hopkins picks the pocket and goes the distance for the layup.
Good quickness by Hopkins getting in the backcourt. But yeah, there's a balance there with the coaching staff and the way you communicate with your staff. And Georgetown certainly has a very versatile staff.
Hopkins' first 2 of the night. There's Harris now gets around Hopkins. Will kick it on the far side to Carey. Up, hesitate. Looked like some contact there, no call. Missed the shot into the hands of Rogers for Siena.
Maybe the only bad shot we've seen Carey take tonight.
Absolutely. Rogers will attack with the left. No. Stormo tries to go up. No. Loose ball underneath. Gets his own rebound and knocked out of his hands by Jalen Billingsley. But right into the hands of Rogers, who missed again. Now to Stormo. Action here for Siena as they get the ball back with 20 to shoot. Rogers will stop from the top of the key and miss the 3. Billingsley rebound for the Hoyas, and they'll settle things down and walk it up.
Got to credit this Saints team. They're not going away. They're playing hard and battling, even though they're down 14.
Billingsley screen from Mutombo out high, and his pocket was almost picked by Jace Johnson. Do you want him handling the ball this out high, this high?
Well, Billingsley's an interesting player. He's a versatile 4 that's able to play the wing and inside, and he's a guy with a lot of talent. He thinks he's Carmelo Anthony. He's not, but he does look like him a little bit in terms of his size and body. And they're excited about him. He's a young man out of Cleveland, Ohio. Skilled ball handler for his size. Can play it. He can handle the ball as well. So I don't have a problem with him handling the ball, but you can't be careless. You got to be strong with it and be aware. Because these Siena guards are pesty, they got quick hands.
All-state in Ohio, won the state championship as well. Jordan Riley has checked in for Patrick Ewing, now to Carey. 8 to shoot, 12.5 to go here first half. Riley underneath to Mutombo, and he's bumped. He's bumped underneath by Johnson, and they'll get the whistle.
Well, Siena was pressuring hard on the perimeter. There was an angle to get the ball into the post, and Mutombo did a nice job of making himself a target by flashing to the box and catching and squaring up.
That's Johnson's second. Now as Rogers will take a seat, Anthony Gaines checks back in the game. 12:28 to go here in the second half. 58-44. Hoyas with the lead, led by as many as 16. movement by the Hoyas. Riley, crossover, falls down. He traveled. Yes, he did. Turnover.
He just lost his footing there, Riley. And
7th turnover for the Hoyas.
One of the few turnovers of the game for the Hoyas. They've done a pretty good job of taking care of the ball.
Andrew Platek back in. Malcolm Wilson also back in for Georgetown, as Mutombo will take a seat. Ego Efe still on the bench. He has with those 3 fouls.
You know, George, we talked to Coach Ewan about what it was like after that Dartmouth game. You know, when they gave up 16 threes and kind of just got shell-shocked here at the Cap One Center unexpectedly. And from that point to now, they feel like they've gotten better. A lot of it came with just watching film and just trying to understand how to rotate defensively.
And Carey blocks Platek's 3 into the front court. The 2-on-1. Nice dish underneath for Tyler Beard, the layup. And the Hoyas up 60-44. Great defense by Georgetown.
And Carey ignites it with a great block. And when the Hoyas can get out and score off their defense, they're a hard team to stop because now they're playing with their tempo up speed and getting out in transition.
Another transition, Riley to Billingsley, throws it down with 2 hands as the Hoyas running, and it's now an 18-point game, their largest lead. Carmen Mazzarella wants timeout.
Freshman to freshman. Great job by this player's Carey with the block and then the perfect pass and a nice job by Beard running the floor. And here's a lob, freshman to freshman, over the top.
The best things America makes are the things America makes out here. The history she writes in her clear blue skies, the legends she births on hometown fields, and the future she promises. When we made Grand Wagoneer, proudly assembled in America, we knew no object would ever rank with the best things in this country. But we believed we could make something worthy of their spirit.
I want to save the girl. Get down there first. Oh no, lava there. Water first. The lava's frozen. Oh no, I failed again. Download and solve the puzzles now.
Virtual reality gives Kyler Murray an edge on his game, just like low rates from Rocket Mortgage give you an edge when refinancing.
Come on, man!
When you need a competitive edge in the housing game, Rocket can.
Seriously?
Sunday on Fox, the Packers take on the Vikings. Then in America's Game of the Week, Dak leads the Cowboys against Mahomes and the Chiefs. Touchdown! It's a huge doubleheader. Sunday on Fox. Check for the game in your area.
Wednesdays. All hail the Masked Singer.
Truly in the presence of greatness.
Show respect and loyalty, 'cause what you looking at is royalty.
Queen of Hearts.
I'm dying to know who you are. Who's behind the mask?
That's vocal royalty.
Off with their head.
No way!
The Masked Singer. All new Wednesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
Fire the camera. 4, 3, 2, right, we go.
It's showtime.
This is my
Clock is ticking. Do your thing.
He take that drop step, he's dunking it on me.
I thought you actually had done your homework for once.
Are we gonna be clean or are we gonna be dirty? 'Cause I will give it back to you plus shipping and handling.
What? I will bet you all you want to bet.
What is happening?
How you doing? You good?
I'm really good.
Hoyas getting it done in transition with an 18-point lead. Turnovers into points. As Billingsley with the alley-oop, bench excited here. Good transition basket.
But that's how they want to play. They want to be a menace on the defensive end and not necessarily to score off the defense. But when they can, they become a faster, more up-tempo style team. And that pace is not the kind of pace that Siena wants to play.
15 points off turnovers for Georgetown. And they lead by 18 here. 11:20 to go. Stormo with the screen. Down high play tech. Now to Stormo. Nice cutoff defense there by Georgetown. far side three. McCollum in and out, no. Rebound underneath Billups, but nowhere to go. Patience now by Siena. As Playtech will try a three. Right, it's the side of the backcourt. And Riley loses it back into the hands of McCollum to Stormo for the easy two.
That's, you know, just a careless play by Riley. He's had a couple turnovers, but he's also made some good plays as well. A little up and down for the freshman, but to be expected.
Wilson underneath tries the two-handed dunk, but is fouled. He'll go to the line for two. When we come back, 10.5 to go. Hoyas in control, 62-46.
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Where she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. My Miss Lindy. Why I love that little girl. Have you ever seen Miss Lindy?
Cough, cough, sneeze, sneeze. Needs. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Relief. Dissolves quickly, instantly ready to start working. So you can bounce back fast with Alka-Seltzer Plus. Now available for fast sinus relief.
And Doug.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance, so they only pay for what they need. Did it work? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters December 17th.
I'm spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York.
Here comes the interception. Oh!
Sean?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. If it's that will leave a mark season, it's Walgreens season.
Well, Caden Rice and Donald Carey have really carried this Hoya team tonight, and really started with Rice in the first half, knocking down some big threes and catching and shooting, but with pace and aggressiveness, not hesitating. And then Donald Carey has really kind of done it all in terms of being a versatile scorer. From the three ball, we've seen that. We've also seen him get to the rim as well. And those two guys more experienced than some of the young guys, and they're going to need their leadership to have some kind of coaches on the floor, along with that young man right there, Dante Harris at the point guard. They're starting to develop a core of 3 or 4 guys they can depend on. What do you think about that foul shot right there?
How about that? One-handed foul shot.
It doesn't matter if it goes in.
7-foot junior. Columbia, South Carolina. Patrick Ewing first called him a shot blocker. He didn't mention his free throw shooting though. That is awesome. As he hits the front end of the second one, 63-46. 10:25 to go here in the game. Georgetown in control. Siena going to get back in this, make a run here. Some buckets and a few turnovers. See if they can get it done.
Get back, get back, get back.
As Gaines will try a three from the corner. No. Nice box out underneath by Caden Rice. As he controls for Georgetown to Tyler Beard. Dante Harris and Muhammad on the bench. To Wilson in the paint. Billingsley backing down Gaines. Turnaround, fadeaway, in and out, no. Rebound to Rogers. Ahead to Hopkins. Gaines trying to force the action now out to Stormo, but good recovery defense by the Hoyas. Now Gaines will try the corner three. That doesn't go. Nice underneath the Playtech who puts it off the glass. Good find.
One of the few offensive rebound, second chance points by the Saints, and they were able to knock down some threes in the first half, but this second half, I think they're 0 for 9 from 3. Which is a big part of their offensive game.
Rice will try a 3 in front of the bench. That doesn't go. Rogers rebound for Siena, trying to cut into this 15-point lead. Gaines, you can see Playtech feeling it. Hopping on his feet over there. Now to Storm up. Oh, he thought about it. He wasn't going to take that, was he?
Looked like it. Really looked like it.
Backing down Wilson. Now back out to Hopkins. His 3 doesn't go. Wilson in perfect position there for the rebound. Says, come back and help me out. I don't want to dribble this.
Well, it's been one and done for pretty much the entire game.
Nice attack by Caden Rice, who gets it to go. He went 1 on 3 there.
Well, he had the defense on his heels, and I thought they expected him to shoot a 3. He just read the defense. Nice job attacking the basket.
He's got 17. Playtech up and under, no. Stormo's putback doesn't go. Here's Riley. Nice feed underneath to Billingsley. No shot, but they're going to get a blocking foul underneath on Anthony Gaines.
Well, Riley, when he's in the game, even if he makes some mistakes, he makes them a faster team as he's always looking to push the ball and get to the rim. He seems to be more of an up-tempo, full-court player and has really kind of sped the team up and given them some good energy off the bench.
How about Rice, that last basket? He got 18 tonight, 17, that was his first 2-pointer of the night.
Yeah, we know, at this point, if I'm Siena, I'm making sure I run him off the line and make him a driver. And Rice did a good job of not settling for the jump shot and taking what the defense gave him.
1 and 1, first one.
It's valuable, valuable minutes for Riley. Jordan Riley, the 6'4" freshman.
And giving Rice Harris a break.
Yeah.
And Muhammad as well. Second free throw is good for the freshman. And the Hoyas now largest lead, 67-48. Every time Siena gets, I think they might put a little run together. The Hoyas respond very nicely. Approaching the 8-minute mark here. Second half, Hopkins with the screen. Now Rogers. Hopkins will try at the top of the key. That doesn't go. Battle underneath for the rebound. And Hopkins comes out of it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Georgetown basketball when we come back. Under 8 timeout. As Caden Rice attacking for the Hoyas. A nice night for Georgetown inside and a beautiful night in our nation's capital. Hoyas up 19.
How to have an epic adventure. Step 1, get outside. Step 2, nope, that's it. No more steps. When everyone feels welcome, it's better out here. Here, 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 and here. Because being outside isn't about what you do. It's about that feeling you get. However you choose, whoever you are, we're here to help you live your adventure every step of the way. Eddie Bauer.
When you hear cough, cough, sneeze, sneeze, it's time for plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Relief. Dissolves quickly, instantly ready to start working. So you can bounce back fast with Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Oh, here comes the interception. Oh!
Sean?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. If it's that will leave a mark season, it's Walgreens season.
Oh, yeah, dude, that doesn't look good.
I know what to do. I'm going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need.
What happened to us? We hustle and grind without resting our mind.
You need to sleep.
You need to lay down in bed to focus your head. Sleep. Because greatness lies on the other side of sleep.
Anybody that wants to maximize their workout, anybody that feels that their energy reserves are not what they used to be, True Niagen slowly builds energy in your cells. It's like beast mode for your cells. I'm Shannon Sharp, and I'm a true believer.
At Domino's, we're giving away $50 million in surprise frees instead of surprise fees like other delivery apps. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free lava cakes, free stuffed cheesy bread, free pizza, or more.
Oh my goodness!
Some Georgetown royalty, NBA royalty as well.
Yeah, big brother and little brother here. Pat Ewing set the tone for Georgetown big men, and then came Alonzo, and then came Dikembe, and you know, these guys worked together, worked out in the summers. As they were pros, they always came back to DC to work out. And if you had a chance to see these guys work out, you would have thought they hated each other. But what they were doing was pushing each other to be better. And that brotherhood is carried on to off the court, and just ambassadors for not only Georgetown, but for the game. And a special, special bond. All credit to Big John Thompson, who got them all here and had them as sons of the program. Now they become father figures to these younger generation guys.
And coaching his good friend's son.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's special. Yeah. And it's great to see Dikembe back here in DC.
Hoyas in charge, up 19. We have 7.5 to go in this game. Nice attack with the left hand as Tyler Beard extended the lead to 21.
And Beard's been solid. This is a freshman who's getting some good minutes, quality minutes, freshman from Chicago. Not doing too much, but playing within the confines of the offense and picking his spots, as a point guard should do.
As McCollum throws it backcourt and turns it over for Siena, the 13th of the night.
Well, the issue with Siena, as we talked about, is as we watch Beard just read the defense, he rejects the ball screen. McCollum thought he was going to use the ball screen, and Beard did a nice job of reading the defense and took the open lane and got downhill. But you know, back to Siena, their issue so far is that they have been unable to withstand second half runs. It happened versus Yale in their last game, and when they get in a hole, they've been unable to come out of that hole.
Tumbo working on Stormo underneath and loses it into the hands of Johnson to Hopkins. Siena has to make something happen in a hurry. Rogers will try a three. Contested, no good, out of bounds.
Rogers has struggled tonight, and he's their best offensive player coming into this game, was averaging almost 16 points, shooting 57% from three. He's had a tough night, the junior guard from Georgia.
Just 6 of 27 from three, Siena. The Hoyas 9 of 14. Just 3 in the second half, though. They've hit 2 of them. Playtech, the transfer, seeing his first action of the season. Gets the runner.
He's clearly going to help them. I mean, this is his first game in a Siena uniform, but he has done a good job of stabilizing them.
To try to get the timeout, I thought. Patrick saying he's called timeout. I thought he was trying to get the timeout as well. But they turn it over.
Well, you got to remember, Coach Ewing can't call the timeout now, only on the dead ball possession. So he can yell as much as he wants. But one of the players on the court has to call the timeout. I don't think I saw anyone on the court call it.
I think you're right, yeah. He was trying to scream to his players to do it. But to your point about Playtech, obviously on a minutes restrictions tonight, seeing his first game, but you can tell he's going to make a difference.
No question. He's a savvy ball handler, good decision maker. Looks like he's about 35 with that mustache.
5 to shoot. He gets in the paint, nowhere to go. Stormo with a little free throw jumper hits him.
And this big man can play. Jackson Stormo, he's got a nice feel for the game, can step out and stretch you away from the basket. He's got good feet and a nice touch around the rim as well.
Tembo on the blocks. Under 6 to go here.
Good defense by Stormo.
Yep, and their hook doesn't go for Mutombo. Siena trying to push. Rogers will stop from 3. No. Playtech, the shot from the free throw line doesn't go, and a foul underneath.
Well, offensively, the biggest theme of Siena's offense in this second half has been 0 of 13 from 3. Now, Carm Massarello told us that they want to take a lot of threes, but they also want to make some of them. That's been an issue.
It'd be nice to hit a few. Timeout on the floor, 69-52. Hoyas in control here in DC.
At Fisher Investments, our clients know we have their backs.
How do your clients know that?
Because as a fiduciary, it's our responsibility to always put clients first.
So you do it because you have to?
No, we do it because it's the right thing to do. We help clients enjoy a comfortable retirement.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
One that we don't take lightly. It's why our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. Fisher Investments is clearly different.
College Hoops is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. A perfect November evening here in our nation's capital as the Georgetown Hoyas enjoying a 69-52 lead over Siena. George Wallace, Tyree Turner, and our entire Fox crew here in DC at Capital One Arena. And Coach Ewing calling that timeout there. Got a little hectic there for the Hoyas, a little sloppy for a second. Want to settle things down, talk things over.
There's nothing wrong with that. Coach Ewing in his 5th year here, coming off his first Big East Tournament championship as a coach. And he's the only guy to do that as a player and as a coach, to win the Big East championship, Big East Tournament. It's just an unbelievable accomplishment by Pat Ewing, and facing a new challenge this year in his 5th year with a new team. It certainly feels like he's gotten better as a team from 2 weeks ago to now.
Oh, no question about it, especially after seeing him against Dartmouth in the opener off the inbound. Playtech still in the game. Now to Stormo. There's that give and go up underneath. Stormo now, he's got 22 points, leading all scorers.
He does a great job of reading and rolling, and he's got good feet. Does a good job of catching and making a decisive move to the rim. And another nice pass by the point guard, Playtech, who's just going to keep getting more and more comfortable.
Dante Harris back in the game. Haven't seen him in a while. Same with Aminu Muhammad, who comes out shooting and misses the three. Nice rebound from Ego. Efe was checked back in with the 3 fouls. Out high. Carey drains the 3 from the top of the key. He's got 20.
That was from NBA range, and Carey stepped up all evening with his long ball and also timely baskets and driving aggressiveness to the rim.
Stops the 6-0 run. Stormo wants to answer at the top, and he does. Says, Carey, you can do it. I can do it as well. And a quick 30-second timeout for Carmen Mazzarello.
Good-looking shot. The big man is showing a lot of versatility tonight. Stretching the floor, and another nice pass by Playtech, and a 2-man action between him and Stormo has been their best offense.
And on the other end, the captain getting it done from deep as Carey 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. 20 points on the night.
If you're Pat Ewing, I think your takeaway, if you're able to win this game, is that you are now seeing some signs that you can get multiple guys going offensively. When you talk about Carey, Rice, Harris, and even Muhammad, who's been relatively quiet tonight, but that's what you want. You want a balanced scoring attack. You're harder to guard, and it just gives you more balance as a team where you don't have to put so much pressure on just one person.
Stormo's got the last 7 for Siena. He's got 25 and 10, 10 of 12 shooting, and they're all high percentage shots. The only real jumper he took was the 3.
Yep, and he looked good taking that too. I don't know if that's a big part of his game. I don't think it is. He'd only taken 2 threes before tonight. He was 0 of 2 until tonight.
There's Muhammad attacking. Nice hesitation, goes up, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, in underneath, and draws another foul. You have to like the way the freshman's attacking the basket.
Well, this is the part of his game that I'm most impressed with, is his tenacity on the glass. He's averaging 8 boards going into tonight, and 6'5", you don't normally see this kind of physicality from a freshman. You can tell that he's strong and confident and relentless at following up the offensive glass.
First free throw is good. He's now 5 of 6 from the line tonight.
You know, they want him to be a 2-way guy, and right now he's probably more of just an offensive 1-way guy, if you want to be totally honest, but he has the ability to be a really good defender, and I think tonight we saw that with his length and his ball pressure, especially at the beginning of the first half.
There's the two-man game. Stormo now out for the three. No good. Billups right there for the putback. Ezekiel Efe turning around and looking at Carey. I think he wanted some help there. 74-59, under 4 to go here. Georgetown in control. Dante Harris draws a foul as he attacks as well. Georgetown forcing the action here as we hit the under 4 timeout. Hoyas in control, looking for a second straight win, up 15.
Carissa, are you ready for all this football on Fox?
You ready to get smoked before you head to Ann Arbor?
Man, let's go.
What you got?
Oh, it's on.
Let's go. Oh, it's so on.
Going, baby! Oh, it's like that, huh?
Wait, Coach?
Stoops?
Coach? Hey, did you come over to ride my bike or to watch some football?
You won, Coach.
Fox Football Feast starts Thanksgiving Day, sponsored by Peloton.
On my travels across the country, I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance and protect yourself from things like fire, theft, or in this case, water damage. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance at geico.com.
At touchofmodern.com, our curated collection of unique products is designed to surprise and intrigue. Because what is indefinable to your eye is left to your imagination. Explore the world's most unexpected items at touchofmodern.com.
What's my safe flight story? My truck is my livelihood. So when my windshield cracked, the experts at Safe Flight Auto Glass came right to me with service I could trust. Right, girl?
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Yeah, for Siena, it's been the Jackson Stormo show. He's really kept him in the game and done a nice job of finishing strong inside. Really good job as a roller on the screen and roll action, and then using his body to stretch the floor. And also, nice touch from outside. Nice three here, and 25 points, 10 of 12 from the field, 4 of 4 from the foul line. The only person on the Siena team to take a foul shot tonight, along with 10 boards. Pretty solid night for him.
As the senior leading Siena, free throw doesn't go for Dante Harris. And you can tell that with Stormo and Playtech now and Colby Rogers that Siena will get it together.
Yeah, they have 3 guys that they can count on, and certainly they're still learning how to play with each other.
And there's Playtech with that give and go with Stormo. He can't get it to go into the hands of Dante Harris for the Hoyas. 3.5 to go in this game. Georgetown in control, up 74-59, trying to make it 2 straight wins. Harris hesitation, will go up, under, back out to Rice. Hesitation, now he'll trade the 3. Caden Rice has 15, his 3rd 3 of the night.
And Rice has just been unbelievable tonight with his shooting exhibition and great rhythm and stretching the floor with the distance. And I'd also like to point out that Dante Harris has been phenomenal in terms of controlling tempo, running the show, and being a point guard that can put pressure on the defense as well with the scoring.
Rice has 20. He's now 6 of 9 from 3. As Siena can't convert on the offensive end, Georgetown basketball and a foul.
Going back to Harris, the sophomore point guard is, he's controlled the game, and he's a guy that sometimes tries to be too much of a perfect point guard. And what I mean by that is just getting his guys involved and making sure that he's distributing the ball. But what he's learning is that he can take over games at times and be aggressive as a scorer and still be that same point guard. In fact, he's harder to guard, and it's better for his team because he puts pressure on the defense. And I think he's done a good job of finding that mixture of being aggressive for himself, but also getting his teammates involved tonight.
Muhammad misses the free throw. He's now 6 of 8 tonight, as the freshman has 10 points. 6 of them free throws, is 2 of 10 from the floor, but he's forced the action a lot tonight. He's got, well, look, he's getting to the free throw line.
Like to see him get his free throw percentage up a little bit more, because he's going to live at the line. The way he plays, getting downhill and rebounding on the offensive end, he's going to have plenty of opportunities to score from the foul line. A little zone action from the Hoyas. First time we've seen this, a 2-3. Normally a man-to-man team, but they're trying to change the pace up.
And you do this in this situation, up 78-59, to kind of see a couple different looks and work on things?
This is practice. Yep. This is a chance for them to get some looks at their rotations.
And gives up a 3 in the corner.
First three for Siena of the second half.
Right as they go to zone.
They might go back to man-to-man now.
Georgetown starters on the floor. Maybe finish this thing out with 2 minutes to go. 78-62. Rice again. Why not for 3? 23 points on the night for Caden Rice.
I don't even know what to say. He's been phenomenal, and he's catching it right in the shooting pocket and letting it go. He's not even lowering the ball. That's what you call a textbook shooter with a lot of confidence.
7 of 10 from beyond the arc, and he's not even thinking about it, is he? He's catching and shooting. Yep.
Like to see that if you're Pat Ewing.
Still in that zone. There's Stormo on the block, working on Ego Efe. They've gone at it tonight. Ego Efe in a little bit of foul trouble. 2 seconds to shoot. I don't think they see it. Shot hits the rim. Doesn't go. Here comes Harris. 1-on-2 attacks up front of the rim. No, but he'll go to the line for 2.
That's when he's really good, with that speed and the ability to push the ball up the court quickly. He knew he had numbers, and probably the fastest guy on the court is Dante Harris, with or without the ball. Nice job putting the pressure on the Siena defense.
Into the game for Siena, number 24, Bear for the Hoyas. Number 4,
Michael Bear back in for Siena, and some substitutions for the Hoyas.
When we talked to Coach Ewing yesterday about Dante Harris, he said one of the things they worked on with him on the offseason was just watching film, learning how to control the tempo of the team, control the tempo of the game, and still be aggressive. That's a hard thing to learn as a point guard, of having that balance, and I think tonight we're seeing him grow up in terms of figuring that out. Had a great postseason last year. Pat was very happy with him, but now it's your second year. What are you going to do to build on that? And I think we're starting to see his first few games that he's ready for that challenge.
Harris hits a couple of free throws, and he will take a seat. His night is done. Tyler Beard will come in. Harris finishing with 13 points. 14 points on the night. 5 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Good night for him. Approaching the 1-minute mark, 83-62. Georgetown will win its second straight game. Siena will fall to 0-4. As Johnson misses, ball loose on the floor. Beard comes away with it and will bring it back out very nicely. Didn't have the numbers. Don't want to force anything. And he traveled.
Coach Ewing telling Beard, don't pick the dribble up. When you have it on the ball screen, it's okay to keep your dribble. It's almost a way to freeze the defense, and he bailed him out by picking up his dribble. Got called for the turnover.
It's another big loss for Siena. Losing by 20 each game so far this season. But they're going to get some help. He's play check eligible to play now. They'll work him in. And the Hoyas have improved in just the 6 days since the opener, as Rogers hits a 3. And I think you have to give them credit, too, coming back after losing the way they did to Dartmouth.
Sure, absolutely.
And sustained a run by American the other night, and then come in here tonight and really put it on Siena.
Yeah, what you want to see is improvement, game to game, and making adjustments and see guys step up. And certainly this is not the same team that we saw versus Dartmouth.
Billingsley will dribble it out at the top. Patrick Ewing says just hold the ball. as the clock will run out. And the Hoyas will get the win, 83-65, as coaches will shake hands, players will shake hands. The Hoyas go to 2-1. Siena, still winless on the year, will fall to 0-4. Hoyas led the entire way tonight en route to the big win, 83-65. We'll come back and wrap things up from Capital One Arena, give you some final numbers as well, as the Hoyas in control from start to finish tonight. And they beat Siena 83-65.
Sunday on Fox, it's a star-studded doubleheader. First, the Packers. Wow! Take on Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Touchdown! Then, in America's Game of the Week, Dak and Zeke lead the Cowboys into a huge showdown. What a catch! Against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. What a play! Fox is football. It's a huge doubleheader. Sunday on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Check for the game in your area.
First things first, sports fans.
Nick is fired up.
Check and check. Nick, he knows a thing or two.
You just can't get it.
Chris, well, he's seen a thing or two.
That was interesting.
And Jenna and Kevin,
Stay with it, buddy.
they sure can talk a thing or two.
Have you met us? That's what we do.
All those things you love.
LeBron, Mahomes, Tom Brady, KD,
Dak Prescott.
They might love even more.
unbelievable.
We are going to dive right in.
So make this your first play of the day. First things first, mornings on FS1.
I got some things to get off my chest, so I'm going to go ahead and kick this one off. Receivers, notoriously divas, we know that. You really going to say that as a player? Personality doesn't make plays.
You went to Columbia?
You're smart. What's the difference between the old school and the new school? Hey, ain't where you from, it's where you at. How many footballs were on the field at one time? Carry the two, remain one.
Speak for yourself. Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Thanksgiving Day. The tradition on Fox continues when we come together for food, family, and for football.
And here we go.
It's a classic NFC North matchup as Justin Fields and the Bears take on Jared Goff and the Lions. Celebrate this special day with the game we all love. Coverage begins Thanksgiving Day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Fox. All part of the Fox Football Feast.
Back here in our nation's capital, the Hoyas 83-65 winners over Siena to get to 2-1 on the season. And head coach Patrick Ewing joining us now. And coach, first of all, congratulations on the win. A dominating performance for you guys start to finish and led by your team captain and Caden Rice. Pretty good performance, balanced attack for you guys.
Pardon my voice, fellas. I've lost my voice, all the yelling and screaming I've been doing in practice. And when you have a young team, you tend to yell a lot. But I'm very proud of them. I was disappointed in our performance versus Dartmouth. They came out, they hit threes on us. We didn't do a good job of guarding the three-point line, and we gave them everything. We came back versus American, and today was a great game. Both Don Carey and Caden Rice played a fantastic game for us. We're going to need them to continue to knock down threes. It's going to open the floor up for Aminu Muhammad, Ryan Mutombo, Timothy Eagle Hefe, and all those guys. So I tell them, I keep telling them, Caden Rice was disappointed in his performance the other day, and I told him, I believe in you. That's why you're here. And he came out today. He was positive. He was knocking down shots. Some of those shots, I was like, no, oh yeah. But it was a great game, a great team effort. I didn't like the way we rebounded the ball though. Going to the Big East, if we rebound the ball, if we don't rebound the ball or rebound it the way we did tonight, we're going to get beat. So that's another thing that we're going to watch film on tomorrow and try to get ready for our next opponent. And we're going out west.
Obviously, point guard play is always important, certainly when you're trying to build a team and get some leadership. And Dante Harris, I thought, is shown improvement in terms of playing the floor game, getting guys involved, but being aggressive and looking for his shot. Solid floor game for him, 14 points, 4 assists, no turnovers. What are your thoughts on him?
Hey, his game is evolving. It's good. It's getting there. We need for him to score. We also need for him to be a facilitator. He has to know when it's time for him to score and when it's time to pass. We have other guys on the team that can make shots as well. So sometimes you have to defer, not only him, but everyone else have to defer to one another, and so that we can have a great balanced attack. But Dante, he's going to be a great Hoya. He was great for us last year, and we need for him to continue to be great. He can't be happy with the success that he had last year. That's one of the things he and I have been talking about all summer. Can't be happy. You have to keep on working, keep on grinding, keep on chopping wood, like Lee Reed always say. Keep on chopping wood and get us back to where we need to get to.
Patrick Ewing, thanks very much for your time, and congratulations on the 83-65 win tonight.
Thanks, fellas.
That's head coach Patrick Ewing. A dominating performance by his Hoyas here tonight, leading from start to finish as Georgetown gets its second straight win to get to 2-1. Siena falls to 0-4. The Hoyas victorious here at Capital One Arena. That'll do it for us from Washington, D.C. as Georgetown defeats Siena 83-65. Coming up next, it's PBC Collection Boxing. For Tariq Turner and our entire Fox crew, I'm George Wallace saying thanks for watching Fox College Hoops on this Friday.
Toronto, Ontario, one of the greatest cities in North America, metro population over 6 million. Tail of the tape, there are no measurable differences between these two fighters. Both stand 5'9", both weighed in 146.5, both with a 72-inch reach. You could go back in time and look at a young Sugar Ray Leonard or a young Floyd Mayweather. You'd want to? Well, you can right now, some people say. PBC starts now. Errol Spence says, everyone sees me as a top prospect. Hopefully, after this fight, they see me as a contender.
Those are strong words at 147. So many great fighters in that weight class. Guys like Keith Thurman, Sean Showtime Porter. He wants to be in that class.
And rightfully so. I think he's headed that way. But again, he wants another impressive performance tonight to really thrust him to the top of that division, right below, right there with the contenders.
Right. Jimmy Antonio got to give the superlatives on Errol Spence Jr. What have you seen it when you studied tape?
What I like is his combination ability. He almost never just throws one punch. He works the body very well, and he's extremely patient. That's what I look for in an up-and-coming fighter. Patience.
He's been called a ferocious body puncher.
Seeing some of that patience early, kind of reading Van Heerden. Van Heerden, a very awkward kind of style. Hard to get his timing.
Two southpaws, Antonio. You know the game from both sides, but and we're going to see this in the main event as well. Two southpaws in the main event. Tell us about the style fans should look for.
Well, right here, it's just like two conventional fighters fighting. I mean, they're faced normally to each other, so there's really not any big difference that they're going to have to make any adjustments for tonight because they're both southpaw and the strong hand is behind them.
I think it makes the jab a little bit more of a factor when you're not facing an opposite stance. Got to use that jab, that lead hand, and so far, Errol Spence winning that battle. Very sharp with the jab.
Van Heerden lowering his hands and stuck his head out there, almost a little bit of a taunt. He told us that early on in the fight, we should look for him to be comfortable. When he gets comfortable, he almost looks cocky in the ring sometimes, he said.
I haven't really seen Spence land anything significant, but it seems like Van Horn is swelling up already on that left eye.
A bit of redness. That'll add to it, although Van Heerden shakes his head as if to say no.
I think it's from that jab. He's sticking it out there effectively. Spence has landed it a few times. I think that's what's calling that redness around the eyes.
And I like the fact that he's starting out with the jab. You know, if you can't hit a guy with a jab, it's going to be hard to hit him with pretty much anything else. So that's the mark of a guy that really went to school on boxing.
Final 10 seconds of the warm-up round here.
Sunday on Fox. The Packers take on the Vikings. Then, in America's Game of the Week, Dak and Zeke lead the Cowboys against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
What a play! Fox is football.
It's a huge day of football. Sunday on Fox. Check for the game in your area.
We need some help.
I know. I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. And if approved, we can have the money in our account as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
And Doug.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance, so they only pay for what they need. Did it work?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters December 17th.
My favorite app? Climb. With Climb, I get severe weather alerts, rain and snow forecasts, as well as hurricane, lightning, and wildfire tracking. Climb uses your precise location, and when a hurricane forms, you know where it's headed.
Climb. Precise weather, precisely for you.
It's Oklahoma, Iowa State. This is Big News Saturday on Fox. It all starts with Big News Kickoff live from Norman. David Williams leads the 13th ranked Sooners against the Cyclones. America's best pregame, America's best announcers, America's biggest games. All part of Big News Saturday on Fox and Fox Sports app.
Look at this. Stretch khaki chinos. I'm freaking out.
I see bird dogs everywhere.
Bird dogs? Bird dogs khakis?
The pants themselves are comfortable, and you don't have to worry about bunching.
I'm wearing them right now.
These are my Sunday pants, my Monday pants.
24/7 pants.
My Tuesday pants, my book club pants.
My golf pants and my happy hour pants.
My golf club pants, my gym pants.
24/7 pants.
My everywhere I go pants.
These are the last pants you'll ever need.
When you spend all year serving others, when you lead by example, you don't just land on the nice list. You get rewarded by becoming the top brand in new vehicle quality in the automotive industry. Celebrate all the good you've done this year at the Ram Black Friday sales event.
Get 1 full year of no extra cost Sirius XM on us and 0% financing for 72 months plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn.
Back live in Toronto, where you look at Errol Spence Jr., one of the most hyped young fighters in the sport, and a fantastic amateur career. He was a U.S. youth champion, a Golden Gloves champion, a U.S. national champion, represented the U.S. in the Olympics as well. Only made it to the quarterfinals. There was kind of a weird circumstance in the Olympics for him. He was originally told he lost a decision to an Indian fighter in the round of 8. Afterwards, they said, no, there was a mistake. They're getting broken here. There was a mistake in the scoring, and then Spence won. He said he could not gear himself back up for the quarterfinal match, which he lost to a Russian fighter.
Well, you know, in the Olympics, there's a lot of things that happen.
There are.
You know
There
what I mean?
certainly are.
And, you know, normally a lot of people think that the gold medal really constitutes success going into the pros. But guys like myself, Floyd Mayweather, you know, had great success without that gold medal. And Errol Spence looked like he's on his way as well.
And we talk about all the time, champ. We talk about that amateur career builds your fundamentals. You learn the fundamentals coming up in the amateurs, and what you're seeing out of Errol Spence with that amateur career is really sound fundamentals. Tight punches, hands high. And you see fundamentally a little more sound right now than Van Heerden. Many more